of all, I'm thinking whether I'm a star. Then you are saying a superstar.
No, we think these kind of things. It always strikes us as writers. For us, foremost, these things come to mind.
Yeah.
Because we are looking at projections, we are looking at the best practices company follow, and how to see, project them. That is our first thought that comes primarily to us. So anyway, I'll come to that aspect a little later.
Okay.
We got a little sidetrack.
Yeah.
Okay, tell us, we were into the second day today.
Yeah.
And Hailstone, briefly about previous associations with this trade show and what kind of value you place on it. You're one of the prominent sponsors for it. And tell us how it has treated you into the second day today. A little bit about the products that we have on display here.
See, Hailstone has been, XCon, this is the 12th edition of XCon.
Yeah.
So Hailstone has been coming for the last 10 editions. The last 2 editions, we wanted to do big, and then we, entered into the being an associate sponsor or a principal sponsor. That's a kind of a position we took. So we have seen very positive results in the previous XCons. Because this is happening in an ideal place in southern part of India where a lot of construction activities happen and many OEMs and construction equipment companies are there. So Bangalore always has been a comfortable place in terms of the logistics, and then people like the place, except for transport difficulties or something. That's always there. Even in Europe, I was telling my team, no point in cribbing that transport takes longer time or certain things are not comfortable. You can't expect this. This is part and parcel. Yeah. Coming to the XCon, yesterday was a very good day for us. We had a lot of visitors coming from India and abroad, and we had the Minister Shrikant coming and launching our one of our product. Okay. We have about 7 launches planned in this XCon. 7 new products are being launched. Yeah. And one of the product, which is a flagship product of our company, an innovative product, a plant on wheel. What is a plant on wheel? What is a plant on wheel? Is a complete plant is on wheels. Normally, you buy a jaw, you buy a cone, you buy a screen. These are all stationary equipments. Yeah. You place it, on a foundation, and it runs. Sometimes you want to move from one place to another place. That time you try to take out the jaw, you try to take out the cone. It's like, you have constructed a house and then you are trying to move a house. It's not easy. The whole building, there is some kind of a losses happens. There is some kind of damage happens. But that's where, we thought that we will bring the whole plant on wheels. Right. So what are the advantages of bringing a plant on wheel? Number one, a road contractor who has taken a 60 kilometer or a 40 kilometer road, he can keep this crusher in 10 kilometer in one point, finish the 10 kilometer, then he moves to the next 10 kilometer. So the road work can be done much faster. Yeah. And that's what exactly the government needs, the infrastructure needs. Okay. So according to the need, we have built up a plant on wheels, which is movable. Number one. What are the advantages of a plant on wheel? It's quickly commissionable. Quickly means it can be commissioned within couple of days, 2 days, 3 days. It can be commissioned. Normally, a stationary plant takes about 25 days to 30 days. So you get productivity, advanced by more than 20 days. Number one. Number two is your construction cost comes down. You don't need a civil foundation. You don't need, of course, you need some foundation, but that's meager level, minimum level, not enough. And the third is your electrical cable cost comes down. Your maintenance becomes easy because all in one, and then maybe you have a lean team to manage the plant on wheel. And the third biggest thing is it's movable. It can be taken from one place to another place. Usually the contractors are going and working in abroad or working in a different state. And another one more thing is, in construction industry, the rental business was very, very less. And in general, if you look at the crusher industry, the rental business is our common. Okay. So that's where this kind of an equipment, the rental business also moves and it helps. So that's what about the product of plant on wheels.
Okay, so this is, would you say, characterize it as a revolutionary?
Absolutely. Yeah. And I have not seen Of course, I don't know to do a tall climb that nobody has, but at least to our knowledge, we have not seen a plant which complete all the three in one, I call jaw, cone, screen in one chassis.
Absolutely. So this is in keeping with the road sector ambitions that we have.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So
And the other products, we have done a lot of innovations. Basically, we have done coal overburden material. Normally, overburden material is if you are taking out an iron ore or if you are taking out any mineral, coal or anything. When you take 1 ton, there is a 4 ton to 5 ton, overburden material comes. And this overburden material is heated and kept like a mountain. So that can also be converted to sand. Which we have already done in Western Coalfield in Nagpur for Western Coalfield, and that's where we are converting the overburden material to sand. And we have also done a project in terms of sea sand conversion. Normally, a sea sand has the salty content, and the salty content is not good for the construction purpose. So that's we have innovated a entire system, a plant, where we can convert the sea sand to useful for the building purposes. And third thing is what we have done successfully as another innovation is dam mining. So today you have plenty of dams which are built ages, and all the dams are half filled with your sludge and your waste and your mud and all that. So if you remove excavate the material what is lying, number one, you are improving the capacity, storage capacity. We are seeing flood situation across the country in many places. So building a reservoir or building a dam, it takes a lot of time. So if you remove the existing dam where the sludge and silt, which is 50% approximately, that's what is the study says. So it's going to improve the storage capacity. It's going to improve the quality of the water. It's going to help the walls and the banks of the reservoir or the dam.
So very briefly about the other products you have done.
Basically our company Hailstone Innovations is a 29-year-old company, 100% Indian. So real make in India, real make in India company. We started in Thrissur, which is an entrepreneurship town in Kerala, and we have about a couple of plants which are running in Thrissur still today, and we have set up a large plant in Palakkad, Kanjikode, which is very close to Coimbatore. There we have about close to around 200,000 square feet area, where we do the complete assembly of all the jaw, cone, screen, PSI, and we also produce the track plans. And we ship out from there. If you ask what is Hailstone, Hailstone is into crushing, mining, screening, washing, recycling solutions.
So what kind of a feedback have you received from visitors?
In fact, weather has been very supportive. It was not like last time, heavy rains, which number one. And second, we could see a lot of business visitors. I think politically also, and the governments and things look very stable. Both I'm talking of state governments and the government. So it's very promising for the business people for investments and looking forward. And we have seen the first day being very active and second day also very productive. So we look forward the next 3 days to be even better. So all the exhibitors and the visitors, have a win-win situation.
Apart from this political support which we have for all these events like this, what are the ground conditions that inspire your confidence?
See, the ground condition is basically what we have enquiries and then how the businesses are happening. The one thing which is very promising is the infrastructure is really doing well. Whether it's a private infrastructure or a government infrastructure. Whether it is a new airport coming up or whether it is a new dam or a bridge coming up, whether it's a new road coming up, new building coming up, mall. So we see that this kind of activities which are happening very strongly. So when these activities are happening and when the growth is there, automatically you need the stones. Of course, I forgot to tell the railway network is also growing. So that's where you need the stones, you need the aggregates, you need the sand. So these are all what we are producing through our machines.
Right. Okay. So okay. So tell us about your manufacturing facility, the capacity that you have currently, and what kind of a market do you foresee in the coming year and beyond?
We see the exports are growing up. We changed our logo looking at the global positioning.
Yeah.
And we see the mobile equipments growing. The track mounted equipment or a plant on wheels, which I explained a few minutes ago. So these products are growing, and the scaling up also is taking place. Scaling up means it is going beyond the 200 ton capacities. Now it goes to 300 ton, 350 ton. So the scaling up is happening, which is a good sign in terms of the industry. So the industry is migrating, going for a bigger plants.
This 200,000 square feet facility that you have is it Palakkad?
Yeah.
Apart from that, you have other units?
Yeah, other units. That's a mother unit, feeder units, which the parent companies when we started in '94 and later, those units are still running. So those are the feeder units, and this is a final assembly plant and testing plant.
Any investments planned? Are you looking big in terms because its volumes will be huge? Obviously.
Yes, we are already investing in terms of service and spares network. We are improving across India and supporting the neighboring countries. So that's the first step we are taking. And second is we are looking at setting up a new plant. So that is also on the cards.
So how has the performance been this year for you?
Last year we grew about close to around 40%. Precisely it was 39% growth we had last year. This year we are growing at about 50 plus, and next year also promising. It looks like that we will go beyond 50. So currently this year we should be crossing 300 crores turnover.
Okay, basically mining and the road sector are the key areas for your.
Yes, mining roads.
Any plans for any vision for the future? Obviously, it's a 39-year-old company. You made
29-year-old.
29-year-old company. You made great strides within 2-3 decades almost.
Yes. Yeah.
So, what are your vision? What is your vision?
The vision is we need to be an infrastructure leader in not only in the country but also going global.
Okay. So, how do you see the 3 days, the remaining 3 days going forward?
I see the way the first day and second day happening. It's going to be very promising. Okay. The XCon is going to be exciting for all the exhibitors.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, sir.
Somebody is waiting. I'll just see.
Yeah.
I'll just